Everything's Fine on 93.9 Dublin South FM.
I will be talking to my guest in the studio, a prolific lady called Maria Joseph. And Maria is an ex-HR executive, now a fashion entrepreneur, originally from Chennai. And Maria, you're very welcome to the program.
Thank you so much, Siraj. This is Mery Joseph. I go by MJ for those of you.
Mary Joseph, Maria Joseph. No, I shouldn't have said I should say Mary
You're
Joseph.
okay. I'm called all sorts of names. So now I'm actually known as MJ. Mery Joseph is my actual name.
Great. And tell me, Mary, where are you from originally?
I am actually from a city called Chennai, and most people would actually know it as Madras, previously called. It's a South Indian city.
Yeah, Chennai is very well known. Obviously, a lot of IT technicians are from Chennai now.
That's right.
And a lot of medical staff is also from here as well. So what brought you to Dublin?
It's an interesting question. It's actually my marriage. So I got married. My husband was working in Ireland.
Wonderful. And he's in the medical profession or IT profession?
He was in the IT profession. Now he's just slightly changed and to be into business side.
Okay, fantastic. And when we were chatting about your current sort of job and your current passion, which is saris and fashion entrepreneurship, what happened? How you transit yourself from one profession to another, and what was it like?
It's a very interesting question, Siraj. Basically, when I was actually in my undergraduation, I did my undergraduation in physics. I came to a point I had to choose, what's next. And I always had a keen interest when it comes to fashion designing. I wanted to be a fashion designer back then. And we are talking about 25 years ago. I hope I'm not revealing my age at this stage. But because I come from a very conservative family, back then, fashion is something that there was the lack of awareness or whatever that is. I didn't get the support from my family, so I couldn't pursue the profession that I wanted it to be. Then I actually went into do a people-based profession because I am actually a people-based person. So I chose HR and I have been very successful in it. So then I moved to Ireland and I have pretty much my career started here because I moved here after my MBA in Human Resources Management. So I've had a very successful and progressive career in HR. And then about 3 years ago, I was watching a documentary about a South Indian rural state where the actual state is actually made up of Indian weavers. So they weave handmade saris and silk saris. That's their actual kind of skill and profession. So it was actually a very touching documentary about how the middle people eating up their profits, and therefore they were not getting the bare minimum. So they were almost, their profits were actually covering the cost of manufacturing, which meant that they were actually taking up their own lives. So that had a huge impact on me. And I said at that point in time, so I am actually going to be starting a brand one day. When I do, I won't engage any middle people. So that's basically about 3 years ago. And then I was actively working on setting up a brand with the purpose, not just a brand from a commercial mindset perspective, because I've had a very successful career. And at this point, I just want to do something for the community in terms of actually doing more sustainable fashion. So that's how Majors happened. And I founded Majors October of last year. And it's an Indo-Western fashion. I can talk more about it.
What is Indo-Western fashion is all about?
So we have 3 different product segments within Majors. So we have handmade. Everything is actually purely hand-woven saris. And obviously, this brand's main purpose is actually to recognize and celebrate our artisans. So therefore, 95 or 96% of our products are hand-woven products, whether it's a fabric or saris. Everything is pure saris and pure hand-woven fabrics. That's our first segment. And then we also do Indian ethnic wear, which is actually our in-house production. So I design and actually produce dresses, which are actually Indian-based dresses with the slightest Western touch to it. But everything is made with sustainable fabrics and more natural, skin-friendly fabrics, which is sustainable fashion is what we're actually focusing on, including the dyes that we actually use. We are trying to actually use, where possible, dyes extracted from vegetables and natural dyes.
Flowers and all that, colors
exactly.
and all that.
Yes,
yeah. In fact, I ran years ago a film called Ajanta. Ajanta was about the Ajanta caves, and the painting in that was about this painter was using the dye, original colors extracted from flowers.
Yes.
And from that. So people are not aware of that original color dyes that you're talking about.
Absolutely. Because it's actually environmentally friendly. So all of our products, we try to make sure that it has very minimal or less impact to the environment. So therefore, so we just want to make sure that either any products that we use, including the fabrics or sustainable fabrics, including our packaging, what we actually use for our product range. And then the third product segment, which we are actually about to launch, and we are expanding our presence in Europe, including Ireland, is our Indo-Western fashion segment, which is basically we use Indian fabrics to make Western garments.
Wonderful, wonderful. That's a great idea, and it's not been explored before here at all, actually.
Yes.
And that's fantastic. And when you say in Europe, then you probably will, I would highly recommend you to touch base with the French embassy, and the French are very good at fashion designers and their, range of fashion programs and fashion industry and all that is fabulous. And of course, we have next door neighbor in England as well.
Yes,
so I hope
absolutely.
It will be.
Yeah. And having said that, I'm now designing for a top model UK pageant show, which is happening on the 19th of September for a model who is actually an Indian model.
Wow.
We are really excited about that, and which is part of the London fashion show as well,
It's the 19th of September.
Yes, correct. Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And where is it taking place, in London or here?
It's taking place in London.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And we also I have a big event which is happening, and the first time in Ireland, which is actually Major's very own Indo-Western fashion show. First time in Ireland, which is actually, I'm hosting it. And that's happening on the 12th of September. We are really excited about that. And we have just over 15 professional models walking the runway in beautiful saris, Indian ethnic wear, and in our Indo-Western fashion, which we are actually launching on the day as well.
Wonderful, wonderful. I congratulate you for venturing out into this great venture. And hopefully it'll be manufactured here, or it'll be manufactured in India and shipped over here, would it?
The manufacturing base is actually in India, because it's actually most of the products are hand-woven. And when it comes to the actual manufacturing process, it's actually done in India. We are still exploring about the manufacturing process here at this point in time, because we've just expanding into Ireland and the European market. But thankfully, the response has been overwhelmingly positive, and I'm really grateful for all of it, and including your support, Siraj.
Not at all.
And
You're welcome.
Thank you so much for having me here on the show.
Not at all. Not at all. You're very welcome. And it's great to know that people are exploring, our own diaspora community, are exploring the new avenues and the new territories which has never been explored before, beyond the traditional of Indian people working and living in this country, which is fantastic. So, Mery Joseph, I really would like to thank you for coming along in the studio and talking about your passion, your work, your business, and your interest in the Indo-Western fashion industry with the various. So these fabrics would also, it won't be just the saris, but it would be different fabric and different dresses as well.
Absolutely. So every fabric is handpicked by me. In most cases, it's actually a process. We usually pick a plain piece of fabric, and then we actually do the printing ourselves, and then it gets actually manufactured. So there's a lot of care and that goes into making of the process, including our cotton fabrics. We mainly do either natural form of silk or pure cotton. We're also exploring vegan silk as well, because more people are actually looking at vegan silk options. So it's a lot of conscious effort has actually gone into making that. It actually, when you wear it, the skin can actually breathe. So the cotton is purest form of cotton, which we actually use highest quality count, which is 120 count. So that's how actually the fabrics are actually sourced.
Fantastic, fantastic. Once again, as I said, congratulations on the show here on the 12th of September, and also the show in London that you're doing it, and anything else you would come out of that would be very welcome to the industry here, the fashion industry, and the what I call it a textile industry, which has also been catered in mainly bigger stores. So I hope you'll get the bigger orders from the stores and invite them in your fashion show. The designer, as far as I know, that all big stores do have a fashion designer, such as Brown Thomas and all of these guys would have. So invite them in the show. They'll know what it look like. What's on offer, and wish you the most successful experience.
Thank you so much, Siraj, for your lovely feedback. And I'm sure, so I'll take all the pointers, and thanks so much. And it's a pleasure being on your show, especially during the week of India's Independence Day celebrations.
Thank you so much indeed, Mery Joseph, for giving an insight into your business and into your work. So that was Mery Joseph. Fantastic opportunity for people to explore the new avenues when it comes to the fashion and living and, wearing a different type of material that is perhaps rarely available in Ireland.
You are listening to 93.9 Dublin South FM.
Broadcasting from the Dundrum Town Centre. This is Dublin South FM.